Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is another troll video. I'm afraid you're looking at a GW Panther Tier 7 German SPG located on the south spawn of Siegfried Line under the command of ProvoBob. But I'm afraid he's going to get trolled by one of the members of his team, a Panther 2. And well, let's have a look and see exactly how that happens. There you can see, Kulik is the name of the player. Well, game started and ProvoBob's moving away to a firing position, and the Panther 2 appears to be following him, watching what he's doing. Well, Panther Bob drove into the Panther, but I don't think he's trying to troll the Panther at all. I think he was actually trying to take up a firing position, and you can see that the Panther 2 is trying to barrel block. Somebody forgot to tell him that barrel blocking is no longer possible. And now he's trying to push ProvoBob back, which is, well, disrupting ProvoBob's game. ProvoBob's still trying to get shots on the enemy, and you can see the Panther 2 is trying to barrel block still, but it just doesn't work anymore. You can't barrel block anymore. No longer effective. Wargaming took it out of the game because idiots like you were trying to kill other Arty by barrel blocking. And you can see here he's trying to align his barrel with that of ProvoBob, so that when ProvoBob fires, the shell would explode in ProvoBob's breech. And he's pushing ProvoBob about, which means obviously ProvoBob cannot play the game. Well, the Panther 2's given up for the meanwhile. Let's see if he comes back. Okay, ProvoBob's got a good position here, fires at the Black Prince and gets a direct hit on the target. Thankfully, the Panther is now moving off, so we don't have to worry about him for the meanwhile. Got good shots on a 112. Could take that guy out of the game with one shot. It's a fairly decent position, this one, because it does give you some lines of sight on enemy positions. T-29, yeah, he can land a shell next to him, but he's pulled back into cover. Normally when the tank does that, I go to overhead mode and try and line the shot up with the tank so that the shell will explode on the ground right next door to them. Unfortunately, he can't get a shot on that IS-3 because the buildings are in the way. And, well, he might be able to land a round on that P-43 too. Just waiting for the shell to go into the breach. He's loaded, rounds out straight away, overshoots and lands long behind him. Well, thankfully that troll has not come back. It looks like he's actually gone off to play the game properly for a change. In fact, actually, he's now over near the square, the town square. ProvoBob's going for the Black Prince. Rounds out. Oh, it overshoots. It wasn't fully dialed in, I must admit. I was waiting for him to dial in fully, but he fired because it was moving. I think he anticipated it was going to pull out of view, so he didn't get a full hit. An enemy tank destroyer has been spotted and taken out the game. Now, there is only one enemy Arty in this game. It's a GW Panther, just like him. And he thinks it might be up there behind that bunker. He's aiming for there. Fires a quick round in. I don't think it is actually there, but let's have a look and see. There's the GW. Yep, he wasn't there. The tree was still upright, you see. You look for clues like that that tell you that the Arty's there at home. Okay, we've got a Wizzy 1201 GFT which is a very good tank destroyer. If you can damage him, that will be a big help. He fires around in, direct hit, 250. That was a nice one. Non-penetrating shot for the GW's 15cm, which will do to 700 or 680. Sorry, keep thinking 700. 680 alpha of penetration of 39mm of armor. The armor's quite strong on that tank, so it was very unlikely he was going to get a direct hit which would penetrate unless he can get it on the rear. He fires another round in, just behind him, stuns him, but he's about to get attacked in the rear by that Type 62 coming up behind him. Yes, he's lost damage, and there he goes. Looks like they're going to win this game. And it should be noted, the troll, Panther 2, has already been killed. So he's not a very good player. He enjoys trolling other people because he's not a very good player, because he doesn't know how to play the game properly. And so he just makes a nuisance of himself to other people. And that's good enough reason for Wargaming to ban him, because if he's in the game and he doesn't know how to play it and he's annoying other players, he's actually making the game worse for everyone. Well, that was a near miss for 13 hit points. Wasn't fully dialed in when he shot. It went to one side, but see if he can get another shot on target. Almost ready to fire. He's using that rubble for cover. If we can put a round in there, we should be able to damage him. Yes, good hit. 260. Tracks him. Holds him in place. And the Scorpion G's coming up behind him. He's still stunned, so ProvoBob will probably pick up stun assist. And he does. And that was the end of the game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was only a third class for ProvoBob. He was interrupted in actually playing the game by that idiot in the Panther 2 trying to barrel block him unsuccessfully. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this game. It's showing 4, but I'm not sure why he should get a bruiser if it's less than 5, but he did get it. His win rate was only 981. He earned 899 hit points of damage from some very good shots actually, and didn't get any kills I'm afraid, and only 626 XP for taking part and doing some damage. The Panther 2 was actually just below him in damage. He did 777, didn't get any kills, and 547 XP. But this is the guy that you've all got to watch out for. If you see him in game, this is a troll. This guy wants to try and barrel block you or kill you. He just doesn't know that barrel blocking has been taken out of the game by Wargaming because of people like him, and therefore you should be aware of him. So if you see Kulik in the battle, he is on the Asia server, do beware of him. Now if we look at his actual real name, because Kulik I think is his anonymized name, Max967 had 200 win 8. That's his real name. He's actually got a fairly good rating, and he's played 4,781 battles. But this guy is a troll. Max967 had 200 win 8. And he's from the Protect My Wafu clan on the Asia server. So this guy is the actual troll. And if you see this name in battle, watch out. Okay, thanks very much for watching.